welcome to me reading my most anticipated reads of this year, which is number 1, Reckless by Lauren Roberts, because I read Powerless earlier this year and I loved it. And I know that I feel like there's been a lot of discourse around Powerless right now of people being like, it actually wasn't that good. I'm standing by my statement that I think it was really good. I give that book 5 stars and I stand by it. So the first book I get to in this video is Reckless. And then next, Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston. This book is a girl, the main character gets transported into her favorite book, this small town that she stumbles upon. You'll see what I think of that one. And then I also read Play Along by Liz Tom Ford, even though I've read the second book in that series and this book, but not the first or third. But yeah, so those are all the books that I'm gonna get to, and I hope you enjoy. With Reckless by Lauren Roberts. I'm on page 125. I have such mixed feelings already. First of all, this book is so short. I feel like it's barely longer than her novella that she came out with just before this. Because I feel like what I'm gonna say is gonna be mean. So I'm not trying to be mean, but I literally feel like there's no story other than the 2 characters. And we're just talking about stuff that happened in the last book as if it's a plot in this book as well. Does that make sense? Like there's nothing new going on in this one, and there would not be a story here if the only story is the 2 characters. I just feel like there's nothing else. And I'm so sad. I love Powerless. It was, I think, one of my first 5 stars this year. I hope it gets better, but I'm almost halfway in. I mean, I'm gonna, there's no way I'm DNFing this. I'm gonna read the whole entire thing, but I just hope it gets better. And I'm really sad. Another note, I hate Kit. I genuinely think that there's no reason for him to be in this book. Actually, okay, no, that's not true. I think there's no reason for him to have his own chapters. The man is not interesting enough, trust me. I also feel like he's just there to create problems, which sounds stupid to say because I know that characters are like that in books for reasons, but usually it's done there's a little bit more to why they're an issue. Like, he's just an issue regarding the romance. That's it. Why is she here? I don't like him. And there has been more plot, but I do still stand by my statement that I made earlier, because why did it take to page 177 to get an actual plot? But honestly, for a couple pages, maybe 40 pages back, I almost was like, do I DNF this book? Some of the writing is really cringy. I'm gonna keep going though, so. Reckless yesterday, and I gave it 2 stars because I don't think this book needed to exist. I don't know, because I know sometimes for like contracts for publishers, you have to write a specific number of books. I don't know if this is the case, but I don't think this book needed to happen. It was really not for me. I really did not enjoy really any of the storyline. Like I said previously, the characters were carrying the whole entire thing, but even to a certain extent, it felt like they were just repeating the same things from the last book or from even earlier in this book. I don't know. I don't feel like there was a concrete enough storyline for me to enjoy this. And also the ending. I hated it. I thought it was really stupid. And I was reading this and I was not enjoying it, and I was like, it's okay, I'm gonna read the 3rd book and hopefully it'll be better, because apparently this is like, Lauren Roberts said this was a filler book. So I feel like my feelings are valid. But I was like, the 3rd book's not gonna be a filler book, it's gonna be important, so I'll read the 3rd one and everything will be fine. But the ending of this one makes me scared of the 3rd one, to be honest. And I mean, I'm still gonna read it, but now I'm scared if I'm gonna enjoy that one, because I liked Powerless. I thought Powerless was good. I do think that in Powerless, the couple, like the 2 main characters, really did only banter with each other, but there was so much other storyline with the games going on. I thought there was actually there was actually something to that book. It made me so sad. I can't believe that this book is like this. I'm just really sad about it, to be honest. But yeah, now I'm gonna read a novel love story by Ashley Poston, and I hope I like this one. I've heard really mixed reviews about this one as well, so let's hope it turns out better. Of a novel love story, and I don't like it. I think it's kind of really cheesy cliche, and the main character is kind of pathetic and desperate. I also listened to the audiobook and it's really, really, really terrible. So maybe that has a very large effect on my opinion at the moment. So I'm going to read the rest of this book and then I'll see how I feel. I'm heavily debating it right now. I'm not finishing this book because it's literally, if you read The 7-Year Slip and you read this book, please tell me how you think that's written by the same person. This literally seems like a book that she wrote. I don't want to say that. It just seems like 2 different people. Like, what happened to the person that wrote The 7-Year Slip and The Dead Romantics? The Dead Romantics is also really good, but the main character in this is insufferable. And also, I don't know if it's just because the personal taste of the book or of the town and the books. How do I explain this? She's in the city or in the town of her favorite book series, right? But the kind of book series that she's obsessed with is something that I would never read in my life. I feel like also, I don't know if this is being super nitpicky, but I feel like everything in here is so repetitive. Like, we learn pretty soon into the book that her favorite author died. And she says it about 1 million times, that her favorite author died, and that also her favorite author is like around the age that she is now, she was around the age that she is now whenever she died. And then also, she constantly talks about her best friend being the main character and how she's just a side character and she'll never get like her love story. And I feel like that's a very common trope in books, but she's doing it in such a way that I'm like, okay, girl, not with that attitude. Like, you gotta, come on. I don't know. I can't stand it. I really can't. And this is so sad because I loved the Dead Romantics and the 7-Year Slip, and this book cover is really cute. So I'm really sad and I don't know what to do. Like literally 2 of my most anticipated reads, the ones that I read in this video, and I don't like either one of them. A 2-star and a DNF. What do I do? What do I do? I have no other anticipated reads. Actually, that's not true. I have Sally Rooney's book, but that comes out in like November, September. I don't know. I don't know what to do. So this is not necessarily an anticipated read of mine, but it is a book that came out in July that I do want to read at some point. It's Play Along by Liz Tomford. It's in the Windy City series. I read the 2nd one and I liked it. I did not read the 3rd one, but I'm gonna read this one. I don't know. I'm just trying to make up for the tragedies that happened in both of the last books that I read, but I'm gonna get started on this. It's a sports romance. I think baseball? Basketball? Hold on. Yeah, I think baseball, but yeah. I made it to 68% through Play Along, and I really liked the beginning. Like the first night I started reading it, I was like, I think I'm gonna give this book a 4 stars. But then when it got to the spice, it kind of lost me. I don't know why though, because it's not like it's bad or like it's cringy, or maybe, honestly, maybe it's because once it started, it like, I feel like that's all we've been talking about so far. I don't know. Obviously, I'm gonna finish the book though. Like, it's not like ruining it for me, but yeah, I guess I'm not super excited about it anymore, but it's still pretty good, so I'm gonna keep reading. I finished Play Along. I thought it was okay. I don't know. I was way more hooked in the beginning, and I feel like after they started really getting together, it got really superficial. I'm not sure. Like, I really can't explain why I started losing interest, but I did. So that means I read 2 books, rated them both 2 stars, and then I DNF'd one. And that was for all my most anticipated reads. Anyways, I guess that's it. And thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you next week.